a light blue, dark blue, Michael Rod, mid-gate draw. Let's go to Brian for the call.
Thank you, Bruce. Yes, coming into line here. This is race number 2 today. Tote at the moment, 2 and they're racing. Stall Gift a little bit slow to get going with Rusky Yaya. Coolism bounce quickly. So too did Dr. Pringle on the inside, and we're good for it starting to push forward when they settle down. We're good for it led now from Coolism settling down, and Validator went up third. Dr. Billings is fourth on the fence, 2 to Dazran. They're followed by Stall Gift, and then Largo Lad is getting back out of its ground. Rusky Yarn, 2 further back, Rusky Yaya, the fence, Largo Lad, 2 lengths, he's Centre Dove, and 2 last of all, Ruba Rex, 600 out in the second for the day, and the leader is We're Good for it, a length and a half to Coolism, 2.5 to Dr. Billings third, Validator outside it, getting a good run fourth, 2 lengths behind it, Dazran niggled out at the moment, followed by Stall Gift, Rusky Yaya, Largo Lad, Ruba Rex, and he's Centre Dove last of all. Into the straight they race, and Coolism quickly hit the front. Validator after it. We're Good for it dropped out. Dazran a good way off them and getting up on the fence. Largo Lad, Coolism in front. Largo Lad railed up now to join it. 2 lengths in Validator. Dazran not doing enough, followed by Dr. Billings, but up on the inside goes Largo Lad. Same as the first, hard on the rail, and Largo Lad races away, wins 4 or 5 lengths. Great go for the Miners. He sent a Dove out wide, may have grabbed it. A wall of the others. Validator's there with Ruba.
Bendigo. Numbers 6, 5, 7 and 10. Number 6, Largo Lad, 541.70. Number 5, Hint Centre Dove at $8.20.
Between Osvisha, Largo Lad and Apple Crumble. It was a good move for Apple Crumble early. So we'll just start the mounting yard and then we'll go back to Doomben. And there he is, the big fella, Largo Lad. He's touched $3 into 280. Some might have thought you wouldn't get the $3. We might come back with him because they're moving up.
Yeah, look, he's just a good galloper. He's a monster in stature, and I think he's a monster in talent. He's first time at the Valley, which is a query. But if he's close to them approaching the turn, he'll be very hard to hold out.
Well, 3 years
is our favourite. Number 2, Largo Lad.
He's going to get a good camp behind him.
Largo Lad not flash away. Oro Rojo grabbed at the start going back. Osvisha wide out in the red and white cap going forward. Validator's got his head in front of him. He's here on the fence, settling down behind those from Bioko. Largo Lad on the fence. Apple Crumble outside of it, just pulling it on the rail as he's here from Bioko. Largo Lad's in a real nasty spot on the fence. Apple Crumble outside of the big horse, and 2 lengths away is Oro Rojo. They swing off the back and come down the side. Osvisha in front, leads by about a half length on Validator as they slam on the brakes. He's here on the fence getting a nice tuck away. Outside of it, Bioko. They were followed by Apple Crumble, yet to peel. Largo Lad's bailed up on the fence. Ollie's coming out on Oro Rojo as they start to sprint. Osvisha at the 550, a neck in front of Validator with Bioko striding into it. Largo Lad's back last. He's only 5 from the speed as they turn. Coming up to the bend, Osvisha under a grip, still leads from Validator. Bioko, Apple Crumble, Oro Rojo. Largo Lad's come to the extreme outside, but he's 5 off them as they turn. Osvisha rails strongly in front of Validator and Bioko. Largo Lad's got 4 to make up as Osvisha flattens in front. Here comes Bioko on the outside. Largo Lad, look at him come. He's rocketing down the outside, Largo Lad. The big horse monster the 50 metres out, and he's bolted it in. It might only be 3/4, but he's won it brilliantly. Bioko second, Oro Rojo in a photo with He's Here in Validator. Well back Apple Crumble, and Osvisha collapsed in the straight and finished a long last.
He's a star in the making, this horse, Largo Lad. He's only won a Bendigo maiden and now a City Saturday race, but that was outstanding because they crawled the first 1,000 in 61.7. The leader to winning post home is 35-1. He's broken 35. He's getting the low 34s home. It wasn't the right race for him, but it's the right result for him. What a horse.
And did it on his big ear too. Now listen.
When he did that, really coming to the 600 even, they're still going slow, and he was couldn't win from where he was. And in 20 metres, I was never going to get beaten. That's an exciting effort.
Now, Weekend Hustler's already a group.
True impressive. $2.40, $1.50. 7 Bianco at $6.30 and no third dividend number 5.
There at Gosford, we've got race 5 coming up here. And the return to racing this spring of Largo Lad. Let's look how the tote punters see his chances. 360 on the tote. That's exactly what the bookmakers are offering. And it's Largo Lad. Well, you arguably say he should have beaten Light Fantastic into Canberra Guineas. Well, if that's the case, he should be winning here no matter if he's 80% right.
Yeah, convinced where he's going to go this preparation. I'm not putting a big knock on him or anything like that. I think he's a risk today. I got him in as my third tip.
And Scenic Bulk 7, 11 Heart, 12 Ruber X. Nothing much happening for 4 Largo Lad, but nothing would surprise as we go to Greg.
100 metres. They're off and racing. And Largo Lad dawdling out of the barrier, settled down 2 lengths last. Ruber Rex didn't jump all that well. And Pinprick drives up to go to the lead early ahead of Dutch. Then Scenic Bullet, who's cluttered up over on the inside as Scenic Fine starts a run with Back Where I Belong around him. He's terribly placed there, Scenic Bullet. Largo Lad took off, left him now second last, and Street Classic at the tail of the field. Coming around the home turn and Pinprick a half to Heart, a length and a half to Day Out. Ruberex back over on the inside. He's needing some luck from there as Largo Lad starts a sweeping run around the field. Jabal Tarek in traffic trying to force through as well. Pinprick the leader in the straight. 2 lengths to Largo Lad, who's starting to stretch out well and come after this leader. Running on now, Scenic Blast or Bullet. He's into the clear, but Largo Lad shot to the lead with Scenic Bullet coming after him 2 lengths away. Largo Lad is going strong with the big loping gelding is home. Largo Lad by 2 lengths. Scenic Bullet a good run second, and Back Where I Belong has got up for third. Then Street Classic came from last.
Anywhere near that sort of form, the $4.30 on the tote, the $4 with the bookmakers, or the $5.50 traded late on Betfair was an absolute steal. Williams rode him like an absolute moral. Last out, circle the field, keep rolling, and look at him stretch. The big stretches here at Sandown for the big fella. And that's just to primarily boost his rating up so he can get him into good races.
Yes, that's right. Like he was 30th on Saturday in the
550 on course, short the tote. Largo Lad, 4 at the 460 on course, short the tote. Road to Rock, $9.80, $8, as he often does. He's been pretty much friendless here on course with the bookmakers, though.
Well, you know,
He hasn't won under 1,400.
No, he's been spruiked as the favourite yesterday, and I thought, well, that's a bit surprising given that, yeah, his fresh form is at 1,400, and it was midweek, shilling 850 into 7. So that's an interesting move on a horse.
And the field is ready to go. 1,200 metres. They're all set. And they're off and racing. Shilling jumping fairly well. Largo Lad lobbing out and easing back early. Bow Hunter down near the inside got away well, and so did Stole It, and going up as coast by Princess Maritza, Elizabethan, and Largo Lad last at the 600 metre mark. And joining up with the course proper, Stole It against the fence. Had the lead just over a length, Cosinero. Shilling out deeper, Bow Hunter on the fence. Road to Rock between horses. Here comes the big boy Largo Lad with his run. Elizabethan looking for a gap, and Princess Maritza. Stole It at the 300. Still a narrow leader, about a length in front of Cosinero. Road to Rock, Shilling gone. Bow Hunter battling away. Largo Lad out deeper. Still Stole It. 150 to go. 2 lengths, Road to Rock and Largo Lad. They're closing now. Stole It getting tight. Largo Lad and Road to Rock are coming to the lead together. They hit the line, and Largo Lad's got there right on the post to beat Road to Rock. Stole It third, and behind them to finish in the race then Cosinero, Bow Hunter, Princess Maritza made a little.
This is his best first up today. Wins at 1,200 metres for the first time in his career. Absolutely friendless on course. Didn't have a friend in the world. $4 at the 6 means nothing. $5.50 on Super Tab as he guns down Road to Rock.
Yeah, I think so. Look, he's a late maturing horse who's got he's huge, and I think
get the lot here. Here's the Blamey Stakes, the feature race here this afternoon, and wide the market here. Conquering leads it. The Tote 460 is the mounting yard coverage, kicking off with such news here from Sporting Bet Race, Sailor Girl. 13 Largo Lad here, who quickly jumps up from the Newmarket last week.
Yeah, interesting horse, isn't he? He's promised much, hasn't quite delivered at this stage. You know, we're seeing fancy runners here, Marching and Playwright coming off the Cadbury Guineas roughly 12 months ago. Largo Lad ran 5th that day on the Guineas. Look, he's there. He's a bit hard to catch.
Market mover for sure, number 1, Sailor Girl, because that's what the one that they don't want here. Sailor Girl, Sporting Bet Market mover, TAB number 1. The only time we're going to see this horse in the autumn. The Melbourne Cup place getter of last year, heading towards this, and then the paddock, and then the Melbourne Cup again. 17 the top.
Conquering jumped away well, so did Light Vision down on the inside. Orange County and Time Matters got away well. Marching is going forward, followed by Barlini and then Rock Pecker down on the inside. As they settle into stride, Light Vision had the lead, Conquering side, and then Time Matters 1.5 to Barlini. Then Orange County, Largo Lad, and they're followed by Playwright and Just Look. Aztecs Mites are second last, and Sailor Gear. Haven't run it particularly hard. Light Vision narrowly from Conquering as they swing around the home turn. Rockpecker's got right up to be third, right behind them, followed by Marching. Annenkov deep out as they swing from Time Matters. Orange County, Barlini pulled to the outside, and then Playwright. They're in the straight now. Gachi fell for Conquering, and there was nothing there. As they enter the straight now, Largo Lad's got right up along the inside with Rockpecker. They hit the lead together. Where are the swoopers now? Here's Playwright starting to come home. Time Matters and Barlini were next, but Largo Lad galloped past the 200 by 2 lengths. Playwright running on strongly down the outside. Largo Lad from Playwright. Just Look is coming home. It's Largo Lad in front, though. Cut the corner and down he went. Largo Lad won the blamey from Playwright. Just Look got up for third. Rockpecker ran fourth. Sailor Gear got home for fifth from Barlini. Time Matters, Conquering.
Big Group 2 victory.
Yeah, certainly terrific result. Good ride, Chris Simons. Good result for him. Back in the saddle today after suffering this Matthew Richardson. Maybe that's the analogy. Just all legs and gangling and not much idea, but plenty of raw talent. And Largo Lad wins the Blamey Stakes here this afternoon.
And he is the Toad favourite, clear Toad favourite, 320 out of the Castro, Jungle Ruler and Savcor. Jungle Ruler, Savcor. 2 here is Largo Lad, the enigmatic Largo Lad, shown who can pull a run out fresh.
My word, he can. Look, he's a big, strong horse. I don't think the weight will worry him. The barrier won't, because that's the way he likes to race, get back and run on. There's been a bit of cash for him at long odds. He's a Blamey Stakes winner here, Group 2 level. And he has won twice fresh. I think he's right in the mix, Bruce.
3, Mr.
Lad peaked at 16 into 13. Mr. Baritone could...
Sacred Orders coming up into the line. Goes in there for Michael Rodler. Largo Lad, who attracted some support earlier, 16 into 13. Set to run. Linking the outside, away they go, and he's jumped away nice and evenly with them. Sacred Orders, Syndrome begin fast with Nicastro. Savcor isn't too far away from them, settling into stride, and Largo Lad dropped out to be last of all. Sacred Orders length to Linton, who gave the speed about 10 or 12 lengths. Then came Saddler's Story, Tester Jester, and at the end, delayed reaction on the inside of Largo Lad. So Sacred Orders the leader. Jungle Ruler 3/4 away as they approach the turn, and they're 2 lengths Nicastro. Poised to win the rail fourth. 2 lengths away then Syndrome getting away from the fence. And they're followed by Savcor, Saddle Bari. Then Mr. Baritone and Linton peels out to the extreme outside, and Largo Lad got onto his back. Jungle Ruler went for home early in the straight, got up to Sacred Orders. Nicastro called on 3 lengths away, and then Syndrome. There's a fair break to Linton. He's giving the speed about 7 or 8 with Largo Lad on the outside. Jungle Ruler the leader. They come to the 200 metres. He's a length and a half. Nicastro, now Linton and Largo Lad. They're coming. Jungle Ruler by 2 with 100 to go. Linton coming home with Nicastro and Largo Lad. Jungle Ruler just in front. Big boy Largo Lad dives at him. And he got him. Largo Lad, the last stride, I'd say, beat Jungle Ruler. Linton and Nicastro in a photo for third. Syndrome boxed on. Saddler's Story got home along the rail. And this big fellow will get the money.
He sure will. There's a photo to prove it. 2, Largo Lad, the big loper down the outside. Breaks a long run away from the winners list for Stevie Arnold. Don't know what to expect from him, but they'll be satisfied as well.
Largo Laddie, they bet $16, so there was a few punters who remembered that he can pull out a very good run fresh. And
got home along the rails, and this big fellow will get the money.
He sure will. There's a photo to prove it. 2, Largo Lad, the big loper down the outside. Breaks a long run away from the winners list for Stevie Arnold. Don't know what to expect from him, but they'll be satisfied as well.
Largo Laddie, they bet $16, so there was a few punters who remembered that he can pull out a very good run fresh. And